Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're getting into a story that's, well, it's something else. A real culinary saga, you could say.
Definitely memorable, maybe not in a good way.
Exactly. We're diving into the legend of this character, known only as Justin Boy, and his infamous, often pretty disastrous, Cursed Pizza trilogy.
Yeah, prepare yourselves. This one's a journey.
It really is.
And for this deep dive, our sources are kind of unique too. We've got this detailed write-up, like a story about this one game night. Really puts you there.
Right. You get the play-by-play of the chaos.
Totally. And then there's this other thing, this bizarre indie rock song. It's called Pizza of Pain, Justin's theme.
Pizza of Pain. I love it already.
Yeah, it gives this musical, almost like fever dream take on the whole pizza situation. Very strange.
Okay, so our mission today.
Mm.
We need to unpack the layers of flavor here.
Right.
Or maybe the lack of flavor in Justin's Cursed Pizzas.
Right, and figure out how his friends, the Bois, reacted, because, spoiler, they reacted strongly.
Oh, I bet. And ultimately, we want to pull out some, surprising insights about creative vision, how things can go wrong, and maybe the power of a truly spectacularly bad idea.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out why some ideas, no matter how much passion is behind them, just flop.
Just go over, as the sources say, like a lead balloon.
Exactly that.
So, okay, picture this. It's game night. You've got dice rolling, candles lit, shadow dark character sheets out. You know the vibe.
Uh-huh. Intense RPG night.
And then in walks Justin Boy. Arms full of 3 pizza boxes, looking suspiciously warm. He's got this huge grin, like he's solved world hunger or something.
Oh, boy.
Kick the door shut and announces, "Tonight's game is spicy, so I brought themed pizzas. Behold my Cursed Pizza trilogy."
And the reaction, I imagine it wasn't cheers.
Not exactly. What's interesting is how fast his friends react. Like, Honey Boy, apparently one of the more vocal ones, doesn't even look up.
Just keeps looking at his character sheet.
Yeah, apparently it's covered in syrup. But anyway, he just shoots back. Last time you said that, you brought pineapple, sardines, and licorice nubs. I still wake up tasting that.
Oof, licorice nubs on pizza. Okay, so there's history here.
Oh, definitely. And Paper Hands, another friend, apparently flinched, remembering having to burn my mouth just to forget. So yeah, Justin's got a reputation.
He certainly does. This wasn't his first culinary experiment gone wrong.
Not by a long shot. In fact, Inspector Potato Boy, love these names. He's the observant one. Pops open the first box.
What's the verdict?
He calls it Exhibit A, the Crypt Crust. And his immediate thought, smells like regret and cabbage. Mostly cabbage.
Cabbage on a pizza.
Apparently, even Batman Boy, who the source says was perched on the fridge like Batman does.
As one does.
Right. He just growls, "I eat rats and even I wouldn't touch that."
Wow, high praise indeed. Okay, so what was actually in these things? We've got cabbage confirmed for the crypt crust.
Yeah, strong cabbage presence. And we know about the previous disaster with licorice, sardines, and pineapple jam.
Good Lord. That sounds genuinely upsetting.
It really does. So we've got these first 2 glimpses of horror, but what's striking is Justin's attitude, right? Before we even get to pizza number 3.
Well, it seems like he thinks he's creating this, immersive storytelling thing through food. He wants them to taste the despair of the game.
Taste of despair, right?
But the reality is his vision is just, it's pushing way past enjoyment. It's almost hazardous, like Peanut Boy's reaction.
Oh, yeah, tell me about that. That was pizza number 2.
Yeah, Delivery Cat Boy, another one of the gang, slides in, takes one sniff of the second box, and just recoils. Asks, "Is this one peanut butter and pickled radish?"
Peanut butter and pickled radish. Oh, no.
And then he asks Justin, "Are you okay, bro?" But Peanut Boy just starts flailing, pulls out his EpiPen, screaming, "Label it! Label it! I need to call my doctor."
Whoa. Okay, so potential allergic reaction territory now.
Exactly. The song even mentions psychic damage from Justin's dinner plate. It's not just bad taste, it's dangerous.
It's genuinely astonishing how his creative vision plays out. You have to wonder what could possibly be next. And there is a next, isn't there? Pizza number 3.
There is. And this one sounds even weirder. Space Boy, who'd been quietly looking at box 3, apparently through some ambient starlight,
Okay.
he just mutters, "This one just whispered my real name. I will not consume a pizza that knows my future."
The pizza knows his name and his future.
Apparently. And then Icy Boy touches a slice, and the slice Flash freezes itself.
It froze itself in self-defense.
That's what Icy Boy says. He declares it froze itself before I did. That's unnatural. That's sentient crust.
Sentient crust. Okay, we've reached a new level.
And the song backs this up. There's this spooky whisper line. It's sentient dough. It blinked at me.
Oh my God. Okay, so what is Justin's reaction to all this? His friends are recoiling in horror. One's having an allergic reaction. The pizza is possibly sentient.
That's the fascinating part. He seems genuinely confused. He thinks they just don't get it.
He really thinks these are good ideas.
He believes they're atmospheric, immersive storytelling. He keeps saying they're supposed to taste the despair. He even insists this is pizza ahead of its time.
Pizza ahead of its time.
Wow.
So he sees them one way, his friends see them, well, completely differently.
Yeah.
What does that tell us about, the gap between an artist's vision and how people actually receive it?
Well, it highlights this massive disconnect, right? Justin is so wrapped up in his own concept, his internal idea, that he just can't see the objective reality of what he's made.
Yeah, the reality being cabbage and dread.
Exactly. His passion for the idea completely overrides any thought for whether it's actually edible or, safe. So the end product might be ambitious in his head, but to everyone else, it's just bad.
And the Bois are definitely not on board. Paper Hands looks physically ill. Says, I taste mold and childhood trauma.
Ouch.
Inspector Potato Boy is apparently taking notes for a culinary crime report, citing intent to flavor with malice.
Intent to flavor with malice. That's amazing.
And Delivery Cat Boy is just pleading, just bring cheese, normal cheese, one time, please.
You feel for him. The song's chorus really nails it, though. It's the pizza of pain, the crust of despair, a dungeon in a box with emotional flair. Tastes like regret and a minor head wound.
A minor head wound, perfect.
And Honey Boy kind of sums up the whole recurring pattern, doesn't he? He laughs and says, it's tradition. Justin's pizza ideas always go over like lead balloons.
The lead balloon again.
Yeah, and Spaceboy adds with his glowing eyes, only if that time is during a dimensional collapse. It just perfectly captures how his big, innovative, but ultimately awful ideas land, or rather don't land.
Right, they just thud like a lead balloon. But then things take a turn, don't they?
They really do, unexpectedly.
Suddenly the door rattles, bursts open, and in roll these tiny evil strollers with like weaponized pacifiers. The even babies have arrived.
The evil babies. The recurring villains of their game nights, I gather.
Exactly. Yeah. And what's the first thing one of them sneers? What's that smell? Vitchery. No, it's Justin's pizza of pain.
Even the villains recognize the horror.
They do. It's incredible. Baby #2, who apparently chews on drywall for fun, says flat out, we won't eat this. And baby #3 just shrieks, goes cross-eyed, and passes out, collapses into a nap.
Defeated by the pizza.
Completely. The evil babies just retreat, utterly defeated by what the source calls artichoke mustard banana despair.
Artichoke mustard banana, was that in the third pizza?
It seems implied. The point is, the pizzas, while totally inedible, somehow become weapons.
That's the incredible twist, isn't it? Beyond just how absurd it is. What does it actually tell us when something that failed so spectacularly finds this totally unexpected purpose?
Yeah, what's the takeaway there?
Well, I think it speaks to how unpredictable impact can be. Justin intended to create immersive storytelling, right? But the actual impact was revulsion.
So much revulsion it became a defense mechanism.
Precisely. It's kind of a testament to how even the biggest failures can have these unforeseen, sometimes powerful, maybe even beneficial consequences, even if they weren't intended at all.
The very thing that made them fail as food made them succeed as baby repellent.
You got it. The ultimate unintended consequence.
So the boy, naturally, just burst out laughing. Batman Boy points at the boxes and goes, so, who's ready to roll initiative and not eat those?
Seems fair.
But Justin, still totally undeterred, takes a bite and says, more for me peasants.
Oh, Justin never changed.
And Honey Boy raises his dice, makes a toast to Justin Boy. May his ideas always flop and terrify our enemies.
It's a fitting tribute.
And then, the literal lead balloon that Justin had apparently tied to the ceiling, it slowly tilts and drops right onto Paper Hand's shoulder with a soft thud.
No way.
Yep. He just folded immediately, the metaphor made real.
Wow. Okay, so wrapping this up. Justin Boy's pizzas, they were really a masterclass in pushing boundaries, like way, way past the breaking point.
To the point of sentience and self-freezing.
Right. And the whole saga just shows how these really personal, creative visions can clash, sometimes dramatically, with what everyone else expects or, can actually stomach.
And that lead balloon idea really stuck.
It totally did. Became this literal and metaphorical symbol for his ideas. It showed that, look, You can have all the passion, all the unique vision you want,
Yeah,
but if the basic idea is just fundamentally bad or unsafe or involves cabbage and pickled radish, it's just not going to fly. It's going to thud.
it really is.
Hmm.
We saw how Justin's creations, however he meant them, caused